America versus South America, which are arguably two of the messiest play styles that you think of. And that's I thought a very nice way of putting it.
I'm messy.
Radiant team
But how do you think this is gonna go out? Because two messy play styles that meet. I mean, is it gonna be ultra messy, or are they gonna cancel each other out?
I think they're gonna battle all game.
Battle.
It's gonna be a
Nice.
game. A lot of kills.
Dire team ban.
People love that.
So first ban Enchantress. I think that is a great indicator how this game is gonna go. Like SG is a team that, like I said, they prioritize on lane. They rely on their lane from it. And Enchantress is a hero that is going to mess up the equilibrium.
Stalker is left alone for now. I'm kind of curious if they want to try and take that one themselves.
They might though, because they ban out the Vino. Vino is really good against NS. And Mineski is also a team that likes to run NS. So
10
they
seconds
might not
remaining.
want to give away. Even if they don't want the NS so much, they might not want to give it.
5 seconds remaining.
It's the most banned, I think, both also banned or picked. The Earthshaker is taken out, like we were talking about. Reason to give that one to them. Hero's the other thing that SG was running a lot of, and felt like that could one of those heroes. I mean, you don't want to like ever build around a hero, but it's quite good.
If you have nothing to ban, I think you can ban hero. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think you have to ban it. Like Earthshaker, I can understand. They play a really good Earthshaker. So first picks available, there's Ditch, there's Night Stalker. Those are the two like ones that come to my mind
10
right now.
seconds
By the way,
Radiant team
there's still Nick, but
Night
sure
Stalker.
so they go for the NS.
Earlier today, the Venom Clock combination of Venom or well, they had the Venom Clock.
Yeah. So right now,
10 seconds remaining.
they probably will want something that's good in a lane. Thinking of like
5 seconds
lane.
remaining.
Like something to help secure the lane. Some strong lane.
I mean, they could also take a Nick
Radiant
here.
team pick.
Like the guys run it together.
Earth Spirit.
Lich Earth Spirit. So you got your support duo instantly. You got a lot of aggression that Earth Spirit already jabs around a lot. I like this combination.
Yep, it's pretty, I would say, like solid. Like they cover a lot of grounds. Like this support duo, if you want to talk about this support duo, they cover the lane. Lich
5 seconds
quite covered
remaining.
as well. Lich Earth Spirit, a lot of team fight. And they have catch. Because Earth Spirit is some like a reliable catch, fun and silent. So they got a lot of things going on for them. It's like pretty solid open now.
Anything that SC can take away from and they're like weak spots?
Furion, I think Furion is really good again. Nature's Prophet is really good again.
Radiant team
and Furion is
back.
really good with NS.
This is their
Bad Rider is also like somewhat okay. Like it works pretty well with NS, and we saw at TI, LGFY, they picked a lot. NS Bad Rider 1. So Bad Rider can find pick with pressure in the lane. Yeah,
10 seconds remaining.
Make it quite hard for the Lich and us handle
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see, like the Lich, maybe he's gonna
Dire team ban.
They're gonna pick like teams to like really use or life stealer against Bad Riders that there's no kill threat. Bad Rider can't kill you, so then you leave the lane alone and you help the other lane.
I kind of feel like S might suck than Bane here. That type of hero
Radiant
sort of
team
match for
ban.
the well and help out.
I kind of like because you think about NS, what is NS giving you and what is NS bad? NS is giving you vision, but he's weak at wave clear and power.
10 seconds remaining.
Like takes care of those.
Yeah, there was macro pyring waves the
and,
whole time.
And he has
5
to cover.
seconds
So
remaining.
I personally like Jakiro and NS, and even good synergy
Dire
with that.
team
That's
ban.
when you have the Ice Path, Macro Pyre to follow damage, follow up stun.
I love your idea,
Oh,
Winter,
okay,
but so did Mineski.
Okay. No
Yeah, we don't want to give you that one time around.
So, yeah.
Maybe Mineski will. Maybe they'll.
Do you feel like Mineski has enough face there
10
with these
seconds
two?
remaining.
That's not really.
Yeah, the other heroes are gonna
5
these two heroes,
seconds
like I said, they
remaining.
cover a lot of common lanes, catch, fight, but they don't really have. Like Earth Spirit is like
Radiant team
He doesn't do anything,
okay,
he,
it's
like,
average.
kicks
Like
the
you
wave.
need to kick and roll like
The
wave.
other thing that I'm here is like they're gonna need to pick a really strong safe laner.
They ban
because
the V switch. Yeah, because the lane is gonna have a lot of problems with the NS, right? But I think it's probably gonna be something like life.
10 seconds
Not
remaining.
sure what are the other options they have.
Maybe a
5
Necro.
seconds
stand
remaining.
out.
Necro is quite good against bad. It's a good hero, but he's quite bad. Right? I think if you talk about the lane itself, it's either Lifestealer or Juggernaut at best.
Can you not avoid him?
Sorry?
His lane's
Yeah, can go mid like mid. They want the hero.
if they want.
Yeah.
Right. Taking their time to get the bonus time. Is it final plan played by Ice Ice Ice? Just no.
I think that Bat Rider caught him off
Yeah,
guard.
the Bear Rider was a very good. Maybe even in some ways, I know I mentioned it, maybe this is better than but both offer the early pressure a lot. And Lich and Earthspirit are not very good at dealing.
Is there a core that they can go for that with Lifestealer?
Yeah, I mentioned the Lifestealer and the I think maybe I prefer Lifestealer a bit more because Lifestealer
Dire team pick.
viewers still.
Winter
They go for the
Wyvern.
offline
Okay,
Wyvern?
there we go,
What?
bro.
I mean, it's good, but like revealing it this early, they know what they're getting into
Honestly,
immediately.
Yeah, I'm not a really fan of the Wyvern. Like, it's really risky though. Of course, it gets farm
10
so strong,
seconds
right?
remaining.
But the problem is like getting there is always like not that
5 seconds
and it's an
remaining.
expensive job because this hero as an offlane, the kind of like a very carry offlane, takes up a lot of resources.
To be honest, I think that SG are going to try and put themselves in the arc bit here. It's one of their most played heroes. They've got 100%
Wyvern
win
is
rate on
pretty
it.
good against Arc because of the out. And I mean, if you get items, because you attack very far range,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Arc Warden kind of. I think I don't know. I haven't seen the matchup, but in theory, I think late game if
You haven't
Wyvern
seen
is
matchup of Arc Warden
against
versus
Wy-
Winter
yeah,
Wyvern carry?
yeah,
What's
no.
wrong? I know, right?
Yeah, but I think Wyvern like technically should have a very good chance because you outrange.
Okay.
Your ulti is good against. Yeah, but I'm excited to see if it ever gets to that stage.
That would be a game that I would not have.
I guess the other nice thing about Wyvern is that it gives you some.
Radiant
That's something
team
that they
pick.
have self-risk.
The AA.
Oh, very solid
Yeah.
draft by Edge. Very good. The first 3 picks makes a lot of sense together. They didn't go for. They don't have the Jack hero, but this is like some of the still a really good replacement because NS has no
10
buy-in.
seconds remaining.
Like, the only thing missing right now is power. They didn't get
5
is
seconds
the
remaining.
bad as well.
Yeah, so they got great catch, great pickoff.
Dire team
Yeah,
pick.
they're gonna have some.
Anti-mage.
Oh,
Wow.
there we go. So they're gonna like. So basically, okay, now I can understand Wyvern more. Wyvern is wave clear, and they're gonna try to because there's Lich and the Wyvern. So they have 2 heroes that can slow the game down. Lich because of the armor, you armor the tower.
10 seconds remaining.
Wyvern's gonna be wave clearing. So the idea is Wyvern will be one lane wave
5
clearing.
seconds
Lich will hold the lane
remaining.
that the enemy is farming the other lane. There's 3 lanes, and Earthspirit will be hiding off them, trying to camp, trying to catch. So that's how they're gonna potentially approach the
What would be the final pick then? What hit that?
more wave clear, more catcher, something like a park. I kind of like park, but we'll see. Right now, SG Esports, they see the AM. So how do they react to the AM? They go for like more or they push strat. Like against AM, I would say sometimes it's quite hard to outgroup. But I've seen games where like example like you have Elk, Morphling, or you go for like a Magnus plus Juggernaut Magnus plus
Just go and kill him. I honestly, Bloodseeker is another one. They
Oh, yeah,
take a
that's
decent
good
amount of time. I think
Ah,
take
that's pretty
that, you
good
find some kills.
But AM, if you like against Berserker, is about like still when you get to the stage where you have the agony,
Radiant
like
team
either
back.
one of the Titans possible.
There's the Arc Warden.
What about that?
But Arc Warden against Wyvern though, I want to see this.
Yeah.
I actually think Wyvern will win. I don't know, but like Arc Warden is probably like a lot of will say like this hero with 6 slot is like the best hero.
Right.
Literally
10
the best.
seconds
But I think against
remaining.
AM and Wyvern, he
So-
actually might lose. Like, I don't know. I
5
just want to see this
seconds
game.
Yeah.
remaining.
Well, the other thing that's interesting about this, both of these teams, SG is undefeated with Arc Warden, Mineski is undefeated with the past. So somebody's losing here, but they both have what they want.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that's interesting like the real meeting meta.
And the mind games, So basically, right now, SG needs a mid hero. Mid hero that. Because it's potentially lit AM mid.
But you can have Arcor mid, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be a lich AM. I'm not sure if you want your Arc Warden there.
Dire
AM
team
station.
ban.
Yeah, but still, you want to make sure that someone, if it happens, the lich AM mid, the guy who goes to survive that lane.
Yes.
I kind of like the puck that you're talking about for
Mineski,
yeah, it
Wave
feels
clear,
like it's
catch.
really great.
For SG right now, they I think they
10
probably need like
seconds
more
remaining.
fight. Because right now Mineski has really good fight. Like the first three, lit,
5
Earth Spirit, and
seconds remaining.
super team fight. Like one setup, and like imagine if you get a good Winter's Curse off, Chain Force, and like you're just gonna die, Chain Force and Magnetize come. So they need something to have be able to deal with that. They have good vision and
Dire
good
team
right now
pick.
because they have the NS and Bat Rider. But then the addition fight.
Necro's last ban for SG.
I think
They could take the puck
Yeah, Puck
themselves.
would be good for either side actually.
Yeah?
I'm thinking about it. Like Puck
Yeah.
would be good for either side.
Ember's another one kind of.
Ember's good. Okay, but if the
10
thing I worry about
seconds
Ember is like if
remaining.
they lane the Ember against and
5
that
seconds
might be
remaining.
that issue. So if that happens, the NS or the A has to help the Ember. Otherwise, the Ember will have very very hard.
The other thing that's tough about this, like AM versus the Bat Rider Night Stalker, like
Radiant
that,
team
is he
pick.
really going to be able to do any
Dragon
pressure
Knight.
coming at him?
DK.
Oh,
For
wow.
So
Very
DK can
safe.
withstand the pressure. It will give them some fight, tank, and he's gonna be the push. DK and Arc Warden. I remember we drafted this once at Kiev
10
again.
seconds
And it
remaining.
worked out really well for us. So I like the
5
5 heroes
seconds
that Ash
remaining.
piece out right now. Solid. And they have a game plan. They are against the anti mage. They're gonna have some.
And they have a sort of a like.
Imba Spirit.
Choose
See that
your
again?
hero.
But both lineups are looking pretty solid. Actually, but I think I prefer SG's lineup.
Yeah?
A tad, just a tad more.
Why? What's their like? What are we looking out?
Because I think that they have much more balance. Like they have the wave clear, they have catch, and they have yes, don't really have like power, like tower seeker. The lineup is more like they have fight, they have wave clear, and they have catch, but they don't have like but they have an AM. So AM would eventually be the seeker if you allow him to.
If
Yeah.
they delay it long enough.
I feel like SG got pretty much exactly what they wanted out of the last 4 picks. Dragon Knight
Yeah.
is fine as the 5th. I think they are
I'm
going
actually
to
siding
win this.
SG on
I
this.
think
10
they are.
seconds
Alright.
remaining.
We got a little bit of a one-sided panel going on here.
5
This
close
seconds
though, it's
It is
remaining.
Yeah,
very close. It
definitely.
is very close. This game, this series, will decide which of the playoff and which gets a lot on the line here. Over to our commentators for game number 1.
Thank you very much, Steve. And there we have the 2 drafts, 2 big iconic picks for both sides. The SG Arc Warden, Mineski, the Mushi anti-mage. We saw it have a bit of success earlier. Is he going to have the same success here, Fogged, or do you think this is a much harder AM game like the panels?
I like what SG's got. They've got their comfort heroes that they were talking about, and I've seen Adriano play the, or 40R you could say, play the DK. He plays incredibly well. Costa Bill, we've seen the damage he can do with the Arc Warden. I like their vision game they've got too. They maybe lack a slight amount of team fight versus what Mineski's got to offer, but overall I like the well-roundedness of their lineup. I'm pretty excited to watch Arc Warden.
Prepare
about you,
for
Owen?
battle.
I mean, I tell you who, the crowd's excited to see Arc Warden. I mean,
Uh-huh.
me personally, Arc Warden's one of those heroes that you always remember the pub that you played against that guy that was spamming it and you got absolutely destroyed. It's
Yeah.
definitely one of those heroes that, in the right hands, it can absolutely crush everything that you try and do in a game. And this we've seen, as you say, SG have showed us. Costa Bill can certainly be that sort of a player to just take the win for free with the Arc One. Up top, going in for a quick touch. Lux Buddy's out with the roll.
Yeah, I really like that they have these kill heroes on the side of SG1. Mineski, they need their levels in order to go for those kills, right? Earth Spirit needs a couple levels, same thing with Lich, Ember Spirit. They need to get their early level 6 to put that pressure on it. They do have this stall factor though, like Winter was mentioning.
30
Winter Wyvern,
seconds to
Splinter
battle.
Blast with
Yeah,
the
good
nuke out
deep
waves.
push.
Lich armor, stall it out for that anti-mage to get huge, but you play versus an Arc Warden. That hero, when he gets toward that like 4 or 5 item slots, he's solo killing people on the side of the map with the illusion double. it gets pretty absurd.
And what do we think? You get to give us your thoughts on the ice soft lane wave. Got it in this game, and as you were saying, you know, it's got its merits in terms of dealing with the pressure. Has it got its merits to sort of warrant it being played as a core hero rather than just support?
I mean, I've seen Complexity do it as well,
Yeah.
as well, of course, Ice in their qualifier games. However, this game, I'm not really seeing much. Of course, it can be really strong just because of how powerful the Arctic Burn is. You can actually get it on just tap one hero each time, but I think when SG just gets the ball rolling, they've got these vision heroes, right? They've got this pickoff, Night Stalker, the Bat Rider. They can just find people on the sides of the map. Arc Warden doesn't even have to commit, get himself involved in those kills, right?
Yeah, you can manage to stay sit in the back of the Arc and keep pretty safe. And he's got good heroes to do that around him as well. What you look at the Ember, the Earth Spirit, very good at sort of peeling heroes off and holding them back. Trying to stable between the chains and the boulder smash. Of course, Frost Armor would be something you can forget about. They'll be incredibly strong. Of course, this is the game where SG. I mean, they don't. I mean, I guess what is the Arc Warden? Do they ever build Diffusal on Arc Warden? Is that a potential pickup when you're going against the Frost Armor, or do you just simply look towards? I mean, I guess you sort of build magical essentially, don't you? With the Maelstroms, you have ways to work around the Arc.
I think he does the same kind of build every single game on the Arc Warden. It's just standard, getting that like the Maelstrom out, the Shadow Blade going that Orchid Bloodthorn off areas. And with AA, it's really nice because you can just throw Ice Blast while Temp Bubble goes ganks elsewhere. They have a lot of global potential gank up. We'll see how much they can actually do. And we've got good lanes coming out. It looks like Mineski's got the lanes they want. They've got the Wyvern versus the Bat Rider. They've got Lich AM top. They should be able to put a little bit of pressure onto that Arc Warden, at least when they put that tri-lane there. But mid lane, we've seen this DK Ember. In the past, we've said Ember does quite well here, but I've been seeing these DKs. They always come out dead even, if not ahead to the opposing mid laner. No matter what the matchup is, even if it's an Ember.
Absolutely. I mean, we have sort of been telling. I believe we saw a lot of Super DK do that, didn't we? So, if Super's, Super, one of the best DKs in the world, we'll see if 40R can pull up a similar performance. He certainly has been having some very solid showings in the mid lane here on LAN. So, I think, as you say, we could definitely expect to this be another game, and the DK shows us how to not necessarily come out on top, but at least come out even with a proficient Ember Spirit player.
Yeah, so much HP. So, we're taking a look now at the warding situation at least. We did see Mineski try to block the pull initially from SG. They de-warded it, and they commit a secondary ward to actually block the pull. So, Heal the Core scouts that out. He knows where the ward is this time because that right sentry does not catch the other one. Doesn't catch it. Now they know where that one is. Probably see them de-ward. Very important lane when you're running these kind of tri-lanes is to have that full option so that you don't get out experienced versus the Lich.
And do you think this is the right decision from SG? You know, that they obviously see the lanes from Mineski. They don't change them back to try and avoid these matchups. Mineski, they sort of stick with them and say, all right, you sort of got the upper hand by getting these matchups, but we're not going to waste time keeping around playing musical lane.
I think Bat Rider's fine with this. I don't think he cares too much being versus the Wyvern. Sure, you're going to get picked away every time Arctic Burn is up, but other than that, you can put pressure back onto the Wyvern just throwing those stickies out. And then top lane, I think they just want to, Arc Warden is their win condition in this game. They have to secure his farm.
Going on to Bardino, coming in with the roll, jabs, gets the slow onto Theo, continues to chase down Ninja Boogie. Now it's a turn back towards Costa Biel as Jabs was trying to make a go for that arc.
Very scary to go versus AA in a tri-lane like this. Whenever Chilling touches up, it's scary, but now whenever it's down, you can commit, and they're trying to.
They're committing heavy. Blink in this time onto Bardino, boulder smash onto 2. Mushi finds the first blood.
Very nice play there by Japs.
Very big for Mineski as well. As you can see, Mushi heavily suffering in CS on this top lane. Only 6 blast hits, but if he can get first blood and get involved in kills, that will certainly make up for the lack of farm he's finding.
This is the beauty of always having the Lich. You're going to be out-leveling the opposing lane quite heavily, and yeah, both the Night Stalker and A were still level 1 when that gank went off, and of course, Earth Spirit being that super dominant hero that we've been seeing lately. Getting level 2, beautiful Boulder Smash connection onto multiple heroes.
Mid CS, pretty much expected at the moment still, Ember having that lead against DK 22-23 against the 15.
Yeah, I've seen Adriano miss a couple creeps actually with the Breathe Fire,
okay.
So it's a little bit unorthodox to see that happening, but yeah, Donna playing the lane very well right now in that Ember Spirit.
DD Rune gonna certainly help a little bit for Adriano. Keep him up and get a few denies past the Ember. Costa Biel's farm, 17 for 4 still with the edge on Mushi, but With that first blood, going to give a nice bit of a cash boost to Mushi in this top lane.
Yeah, he needs it. Like you were saying, his last hit's a little suffering just a bit. SG really has to make sure they maximize now. They have to get these pulls up in this lane.
Here we go up top, straight again. Mushi with the aggressive blink. Jabs is going to be off the mark, though, with the connection. Doesn't find the slow.
SG has to wait for the first nighttime. Kicks in now. This is where Theo can start to put his damage in.
He's looking straight away. Wow, he was hovering between mid and top. Looks like he's going to try and steal the bounty rune now. We'll be able to take it from underneath the nose, off the lid.
Nice.
Moon, head down to the bottom. Now, regen.
Bottom lane, both of them are not able to farm nicely. Sticky being extremely annoying for the Wyvern. That bad turn rate, and Batrider, of course, getting hit by constant Splinter Blast.
Mushi very close as well to having that second ring, the Ring of Hell. At that point, feel a lot more confident going for plays again, though. Gabs missing a few of these rolls. It's very hard, really, for Mineski to follow up with any action, even though it could still have been tricky to connect. Theo was in the neighborhood on that night, so I'd say with it nighttime, it's a little bit trickier to make those plays up top.
I think when it's nighttime, Jabs can just get turned on instantly. If he rolls in, they just throw all the spells on him. They throw the Flux, they throw the AA Chilling Touch as well as Cold Feet, and if there's a Void follow-through, they'll probably get the follow-up stun from that Cold Feet and should be able to bring him down. So definitely needs to watch their positioning when they go for those blink-ins and roll-ins. But they are still out-leveling quite heavily because of that Lich.
Towards the other court. Ninja Boot there as well. Keep eyes and information on the move of Night Stalker. Very hard for the other court to really get that surprise.
To get the D-ward.
Lot of gold here for the Night Stalker. Of course, the bottom lane, which we haven't really touched upon too much, has just been a bit of a farm fest. What have we got? 21 and 11 on Ice Size, 23 for 5 on the bat, so...
Dead even, pretty much.
Pretty much. Nice.
Neither of them able to really kill each other with that
Comforting
rotation.
rune
Let's
of
see that rotation
regeneration.
Seem to now be maximizing a bit. Nana going jungle. Spirit kind of lurking around that mid lane. Adriano pops that Elder Dragon form.
Never refuse good.
One issue is when you do leave that mid lane versus the Dragon Knight, he can take advantage a lot, just poking that tower.
And look at this down bottom. It's going to be exactly what you said. Add
Rotation.
one hero to this, and you could find the resulting kill. They've sent the other core down to the bottom lane on the Night Stalker.
Ice could be in some trouble here if he has the Batrider closer, but Batrider is very pushed out of the lane because of that spam. Splinter Blast. It tends to be this off-lane Wyvern or safe lane Wyvern with the from complexity. They skip the ult, they go the 3-3 build to make sure that they can constantly be spamming.
Absolutely, just maximizing their potential in this laning 1v1 situation for the most part.
Yep. Jabs' job is to follow the Night Stalker around. Sees Night Stalker bottom, makes the rotation down there. Has to be sure to get some jungle, or river wards to be sure to watch the Night Stalker.
So far, not really the most profitable night here for the other core on that Night Stalker. He hasn't found an opportunity to get that impact in any lane.
It's still not too bad though. You know, the Arc Warden's still farming, Dragon Knight's still farming. They're not pressured.
We're now starting to see this point where Adriano level 8, he is going to be able to keep up with CS. 49-5 against 43-11, pretty even in that mid lane. So the fact that there weren't really any sort of those earlier gank attempts, at least any full commitments. We did see Gab sit around the mid lane, but unable to find a chance to come in. We are going to see both mid laners be in a very good place in terms of farm. And this stage as well, both the Ember Spirit having the Remnant, having the armor, very hard to really take down with one support added in for a gank. Need a bit of a team effort now.
Yeah, this is where the rotations start coming in. We see Ember make the move toward top with Smoke, trying to pressure the Arc Warden. He can easily get dove. There's only level 4 Arc Warden, level 3 AA. Night Stalker's playing around mid lane. Adriano's taking the mid tower though. Ice already has to make the rotation toward mid. They're actually committing onto Adriano a bit here with Earth Spirit and Wyvern.
There's going to be some backup coming into the mid lane. The silence again indeed. Adriano too tanky at this stage. Theo as well will be able to walk it off. Splinter Blast not quite enough to bring down this Night Stalker.
Close to Bill.
He's been left alone. Straight in. Mineski go forward for the Arc Warden. Bit of a mistake there from Costa Bill really after his team go for that play mid to react to Mineski. Goes himself top, and of course Mineski, they've got all the information. They know he's alone. They're going to be jumping and diving that tier 1 for the Arc Warden kill any day.
Yeah, great move by Nana there. He's even now going to take a quad stack that they had at that hard camp. all 4 big creeps. Theo's gonna soak some of that experience though. It does get shared a lot, but a lot of gold coming for
Dire's
that
top
Ember
tower
Spirit.
is
Get
under
involved
attack.
a lot. Gets those. He wants to go for early travel. Build. As for the Batrider bottom lane, Leposa very close to the Blink Dagger already, 200 gold. So that will be the big move that SP can make with. However, they're suffering a lot on the experience farm. That tri-lane is
Dire's top
level
tower
4,
is
level
under
3, and level
attack.
3.
Yeah, the laning
Radiant's
situation that
middle
Mineski
tower
managed
is
to
under
get
attack.
themselves
Radiant's
into
middle
certainly
tower has fallen.
seeming to have the
Radiant
positive
are
effects that they
scanning.
hope for.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
SG's already feeling a bit pressured. They know this game needs to go late game for them. They're already starting to queue up Midas's. Adriano on the DK has queued up. Probably see other one. Well, Dark Warden, of course. Always get Midas on Arc.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And they're going to kind of continue pressure. Dragon form is up, moves bottom, and leaves the mid lane. So Theo Lecor can start catching back up.
That was the Dragon Form back. Available for Adriano and straight away pop. The commitment down.
Ice is down here though. He can put a lot of damage to the Dragon Knight.
Look at that range. Oh, it's beautifully disgusting. I mean, this is a DK just taken down to about a third of his health there off the back of that Arctic Burn. He does have the Invis Rune, and between these two cores, of course, they do not have detection on them at the moment in time, so Adriano will be able to walk off, but Tier 1 will be protected by Ice. Power of the Wyvern there. Let's see how well he does, though, when he's up against 4 heroes, and that is going to be what SG is sending down here. And they're ready. They want him. They want him big, and they want him bad, and they will get him. The haste rune on the poster allowing him to charge straight in, drag back the Wyvern, and they have got him. They'll burn him down. Chain Frost comes back out in response, but Theo Lecor too far away from anything for the bouncers to connect. Nice movement from there from SG. Getting that kill done, and that haste rune on the bat making all the difference.
Yeah, clutch timing for haste. He just got the blink delivered, but
Radiant's bottom tower
it's all time
is
when the
under
anti-mage is
attack.
farming.
Space.
Dire's top
Gotta
tower
remember, this
is
was
under
Bush, you had
attack.
just 6
Radiant
CS a
structures
few minutes
are
in. He was
fortified.
really not finding the creep,
Radiant's
but they
bottom
played that
tower
lane
is under attack.
absolutely perfectly, Mineski.
Dire's
Now we can see
structures are
second
fortified.
in the net worth, only just behind Nana's Ember Spirit.
Yeah, both teams having kind of similar views on the game, though. They both want to take it to later stages. Daryl Ice on the Wyvern queuing up a Midas with that anti-mage lineup they have. It's all about getting that farm, getting that catch-up, though, for this Arc Warden. But damn, anti-mage level 8, Arc Warden level 5. That's pretty scary already. It can be a pretty nice anti-mage game if the levels continue to be at this disparity.
Something that the panel, they did say they like what SG have, and
Dire's
I guess
bottom
even in
tower
this
is under
situation where the
attack.
anti-mage has had a good start there, as you say, there are still reasons to look at SG draft to say this team that can deal with this sort of a start going against them because of the fact that they are building for the late game. And in reality, you look at Mineski's heroes, they're not really heroes that are going to be taking towers, taking high ground early on. There is going to be that scope for the game to go on.
Exactly. So getting the Midases is where the SG lineup is going to start to come back in. And they do have the catch, that's the thing. They have that hard lockdown for the anti-mage. They have a lasso, they have a dragon tail stun.
Oh,
but
look at this ward and this wraparound. This could be
Mineski.
really nice for Mineski. Leposa tries to jump forward, instantly gets Searing Chain. The Chain Frost isn't going to bounce, only comes down to Leposa once. And now, looks like it's just time for Mineski to get out. A lot of ults that didn't really amount to much at all for the side.
Ninja Boogie.
He's going to be left behind. He'll dive in deep, draw SG away from the rest of his side. Pays with his life. Adriano actually seeing if he could chase down for more there as he charges forward with the Elder Dragon Form.
Dire's middle tower
And the
is
power of the
under
Arctic
attack.
Burn. Hold him back.
Instant D-ward as well coming out from SG. So a little win there coming up for them.
A really nice reaction to Mineski. He's trying a little too
Radiant
hard for the aggressive play. Top lane though. Again, these plays, they leave the Arc Warden alone. And Mineski are being very smart at realizing any sort of chance where Costabil is open for a free kill as Mushi will cut him down with the help of jabs. They've got to be so careful about this SG. Every time, Mineski, they're instantly on top of that Arc.
And he's their win condition as well too. They were really trying to secure that lane, but not having their pull versus this Lich Tri lane has really set him back so much. 3,300 net
Dire are
worth
scanning.
Arc Warden. However, the Dragon Knight and the Batrider are still doing quite well.
Leposa wants him. He's hunting.
Radiant's
They've
bottom
got the Ice
tower
Blast
is
coming
under
through
attack.
as well. Ice is going to be slowed down, dragged back across into the fire of Adriano. They'll cut down Ice. They'll get the pressure on the tower as well. The Frost Armor not be enough to stop this push from the four of them. SG.
They have to get some extra gold coming in for this Arc Warden.
Radiant's bottom
Level
tower
6
has
Arc
fallen.
Warden, still no Midas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's time cost to build.
Searing caves.
The rest of his team's getting it. Have sent his illusion mid, but be cleaned up quickly by Moon, and that's a decent amount of golden XP. You've got to be careful with that.
Yeah, and they have heroes that can get on top of that Arc Warden
Tis
too with the
mine.
Ember Spirit and the AM. Definitely need.
Level 7 on this Earth Spirit.
They just keep pinging him out. Every time Costa Bill shows on the map, I think I've seen Nana ping him like 11 times already this game. He knows he just needs to keep that pressure on the Arc Warden, not let him catch up into this game.
Yeah. As soon as he gets that Midas complete, that is when the clock starts to tick
Yeah.
against Mineski.
Also, I mean, the Dragon Knight's extremely farmed though. He's ahead of Anti-Mage because he went for that Midas build. Level 12, he's farming up Ancient Stack. He's gonna have the Blink Dagger soon, that's the catch. But now top.
Barbosa comes out for an attempt at a bit of a solo lane.
Pay for
Dire's
thy
top
lust.
Mineski
is
again.
under
This top
attack.
lane has been just an absolute disaster for SG. Mineski making sure that Mushi has this beautiful lane to work in. I mean, Mushi, he hasn't had to leave this lane at all, really. And you can see why he's getting involved in kills. He's getting all the farm and the space that he wants.
They're taking the tier 2 already. The
Dire's
Battle
top
Fury
tower
Anti-Mage now.
has fallen.
Great
Arms
movement
for
coming
the
out
dead.
from Jabs and together. Keeping that pressure going. Anytime anyone shows top, yeah, they're dead. And Batrider was just trying to push the lane out. He didn't want them to take that too, but hindsight, probably wants to stay off the map and just go for those pickoffs.
At this pace, not only the Battle Fury is going to come at a good time, but of course the Manta style for as well. And once that Manta's there for Mushi, very hard for SG to have a chance of locking down this Anti-Mage.
Wait, what the heck? Did Mushi buy a second Void Stone by accident?
I think he may have done it. He did save up more money than was needed for the completed Battle Fury. Unless he wants to go to
Lincoln's
He
anyway.
wants to go Lincoln's
yeah,
anyway.
he wants to go Lincoln's anyway. But
I mean, I guess the Void Stone as well helps with the mana upkeep, token
Yeah.
easier. So I guess makes
yeah, whatever.
maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, in this sort of game, I guess with the bat, what you do just go for the Lincolns before the Manta bottom lane. In fact, in the jungle though, Ice gets hunted down. They'll lose the Wyvern now, looking for the return. Mineski having this rolling in from the Earth Spirit will set up for the Batrider kill him. They'll get the 1-for-1 trade.
SG needs to outnumber to take 2 fights. The deficit, they're at a 3k gold lead, but you know, Arc Warden, their strength of their hero, and he's extremely underfarmed.
Yeah.
Midas though, finally online, gonna start getting back up there slowly but
He's
surely.
But yeah, I guess thinking about the Anti-Mage, the Lincoln Sphere against the Bat and Search, especially when he's Rush Blink,
Yeah,
it's a good way to start.
Absolutely.
The regen's brilliant as well. You know, it keeps him sort of at max whilst he goes around those jungle camps.
it looked awkward at the moment.
It did.
though,
It was
right?
like, oh, instant Void Stone on top of the battlefield
Yeah.
because he bought them at the same time.
Yeah,
Most surprising.
but yeah, like you
Yeah.
said, the mana regen's gonna be pretty nice. And
Really nice.
you're a big fan of the multiple perseverance build
I
too,
am.
right?
The more perseverance is the better. Move sheet. After my own heart. Oh. It is, of course, top at the net worth, but as you say, definitely the impressive thing from SG is this Midas TK. I mean, he's just farming so quickly. A minute ago, he was a few hundred gold away from the Blink Dagger. Now he's well on the way to working into that BKB.
Which is gonna be very nice. BKB this game, there's like no physical damage coming out from Mineski. It's only Anti-Mage and I guess Winter Wyvern once he gets that talent. At level 15 plus 75 damage.
Mineski, smoked up jabs, ice, Ninja Boogie. Ready to see if
Dire's
anyone heads
middle
down.
tower
Good scan
is
as well
under
from them. They
attack.
know
Dire
that
are
there's someone or
scanning.
something on that high ground.
Top. They're actually going for Mushi here. They get the stun from Adriano. They're getting the follow-up silence, but it is still daytime, so that is not a long one.
There's the reaction coming through for Jab straight away with the Magnetize. Boulder Smash and Silence onto 2. It'll draw them away from Mushi, but it looks like he will pay with his life as the jump in from the posters there. That's throwing him back. Frost Armor helping him out a little bit against these right clicks, but slowly and surely Jabs will finally be taken down. But he does keep Mushi alive, and of course, in an AM game, that's normally just the aim of this. It's sort of pre-30 minutes. As long as you can keep your AM alive and farming, you're happy with the state of the game.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Mushi is gonna go for Manta first, of course. I think that's just the more proper thing to do.
Oh, is he doing with the casual perseverance?
Yeah, I think he will go back for the
Yeah.
Lincolns afterwards versus
Dire's bottom
Batrider
tower
and
has
versus
fallen.
the Dragon Knight, Dragon Tail, of course. But I think Matt's
Dyer's bottom tower
I like
is
this
under attack.
build up better than the Vlads that he went for the last game too. Just having the first appearance casual. Still better. Mid lane, the Bosa in some trouble here.
Gonna jump in. They find an opportunity. They've got Ice sitting in from the back lines with the Arctic Burn. The Bosa's gone there. We'll get the slow onto Theo. Pops the nighttime moon. Does he get the chains off?
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah,
under
will
attack.
be able to back off. He was still done as it were, but minutes, 0 damage as you can see. I mean, look at that. Look at this Ice
Dyer's
Wyvern.
bottom tower is
Top
under
of the hero
attack.
damage at the moment. The entire game and by quite some difference as well.
To be expected. The Arctic Burn in the laning
It's
phase,
insane.
and just anytime he hits anyone, it's 50% of their HP. Just one tap.
Never refuse gold given.
You know that?
Like, look at this. Now he's gonna put 1,000 damage onto this Dragon Knight with a couple of hits.
No, yeah. Wyvern with no real damage items at all as well. Goes to show.
Yeah, I mean, 9% for 5 seconds,
Yeah.
so it's pretty absurd. And Sprinter Blast early on is very high damage. 7 seconds done, 340 damage. Pace of the game slowing down a bit though. I think both teams are pretty happy with it. Like, Mineski has an anti-mage who's extremely farmed, and SG.R like, okay, we need to just have our Ward and try to catch back up. So
Yeah.
super behind.
I mean, he's starting to climb back, but it is the beginning of quite a long road here for Costa Bill. But it's a road that you can certainly expect to see him reach the end of. There's very little reason for him to be held back when he has that Midas. There's a lot of safe ways for him to farm as an Arc Warden, and here, of course, as we've seen, an Arc Warden player to be feared.
Yeah, it's still only level 10 though, so he's struggling quite a lot.
Look at this
Bosa
as
now.
well. He tries to get involved, but instantly Ice just turns with that range of the Arctic Burn, making it impossible for the bat to find the initiation. He has a Cold Embrace onto Jabs, buying him some time. Winter's Curse down as Mushi will jump in, just looking to burn the mana off this dragon. SG, they do get the Jabs kill, the Chain Frost forcing SG to split back up. Adriano very tanky here. They're trying their best to bring him down. They do still have 4 heroes working at it. In comes Mushi with the Mana Void to finish off the Dragon Knight, and they will get the kill.
Looking rough for SG, unable to get that grab, that ward that they put on the high ground there. Able to see the Bat Rider right when he tries to go for the jump.
I mean, it's such a nice answer to Bat Link as well. That range of the Winter Wyvern,
Yep.
absolutely insane.
Range of the Wyvern and just Ember Spirit naturally versus Bat Rider is more favorable matchups. You can instant chains before the lasso comes out. And they're at such a deficit because of this Lich Lane, this vision of Mineski go aggro, not letting Arcborn get involved into the game. Gonna have Maelstrom soon, but he ideally wants to be way higher level. Bottom lane,
I mean, look, Ice ready to go. In come the bots from Nana,
Wyvern, so much.
and they're gonna get a second one as well. Mushi and Jabs catching off Bardino on the side of it all, and it's just kill after kill now for Mineski. Really starting to rack up 11 to 6. Net worth difference being the big one, and the fact that Mushi is exactly where he wants to be on this anti-mage, very close to having that Manta style complete. And he is going to be an absolute nightmare to take down. SG at this stage, they really are just looking and hoping that Costa Bill can find that farm, get himself back up to the top. With that Maelstrom completion, certainly has the chance to. But Mineski are really upping the pressure now.
They've really got to stall it. Oh, whoa. He actually takes the 35 movement
That's
speed
a little
talent
surprising, isn't it,
instead
for
of
the
the
core
damage.
Wyvern? Yeah.
A bit different.
Fine.
Oh well, we've seen Moo. Only one played before.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack.
Have seen the majority of
Radiant
those
are
Wyverns take
scanning.
damage. Such a third one, that's 75.
Captured in the flame.
Nana's
He's going to
playing.
be spooked.
Nana's playing so confident. He's playing very well on the Ember Spirit game. 5-0 and 3, getting involved in majority of those kills. Anytime they land a Splinter Blast, he bosses in and looks to get an opportunity. Keep that pressure going.
Oh, Mushi, he keeps going back and forth. He actually ends up finishing the Lincolns before the man. He just gets the Yasha portion. So
He's just.
I mean,
he's
it's
messing
certainly
with us.
working. Yeah, I do like Mushi's decisions to get the game.
That's fine. As long as he has something to save himself without getting lassoed and killed. He's worth too much at this point.
I mean, Yasha just on his side is such a brilliant item for the anti-mage, of course.
Yep.
The farm and the fighting, and Mushi at this stage is forcing into fights, picking up kills with the Mana Void, level 18.
Yeah, the level of disparity is absurd right now. It's 9k gold lead for Mineski, and it's getting close to that 10,000 experience lead or getting higher than that 10,000 already. This aggro tri-lane really working out so well.
Mushi jumping in straight away. So Adriano turning his attention towards the tower. SG, how can they deal with this sort of a push? At the moment, Mineski looks like they don't want to set up and stick around. They will
they
take
got
away.
ice.
Laposa does manage to get the grab onto the Wyvern. Adriano coming in as well. There's the Winter's Curse. Ice is not going to be able to get himself out of there. The Firefly too much. The Chain Frost not really causing too many issues for SG. It will continue to bounce a few more, but the damage not enough to bring down the tankiness of this Dragon Knight. As SG this time will claim themselves the 2 kills and lose no one themselves.
Dire's
Much
bottom
needed
tower is under
kills
attack.
as well. A lot of experience on their way, 3,200. Trying to buy space for getting closer to that Mjolnir, so he's going to be able to push lanes out a lot harder.
Is slowly but surely building up to sort of reach the same level as that. Now he's working up twice, Wyvern. At this pace, he's certainly going to make it back up to the ranks of the Ember and the DK. Catching up to Mushi is going to be another thing in regards because of how well this AM can farm, and especially with the lead that he's had in comparison to the Arc Warden. But I think definitely at this pace we can expect to see Costabile reach that 2nd place on the net worth.
He's still getting doubled in GPM though. 346, well not totally though, but 346 GPM on Arc Warden, 645 on the Anti-Mage. Mushi averaging more than 10 last hit that early battle fury. And yeah, like you said, Manta's going to be online too. On top of that, Lincoln, near impossible for them to actually kill him.
What's the KDA for Mushi as well?
It's 502.
502,
He's very involved.
I mean, look at him. He's the one leading the charge. He walks in, gets the vision, they spot Adriani out, they get the first Arctic Burn touch, and now they're just looking to give him the chase down. He has to put the BKB. They'll jump back, wait out that magic immunity. TPs will be coming through as well from the Ember Spirit. Nana looking to join the fight. They know that that BKB is going to wear off, and they're there perfectly in time. Coming in with the Boulder Smash, steering change as well. Very nice play from Mineski. They poke and prod at him, get him to pop BKB and the Shrine, and they don't back. They stay in the neighborhood. They chase him down, and they come in with the fantastic timing on that Boulder Smash.
I think this might be the best form that I've seen Mineski play in this entire tournament. They are really looking like a full-blown team. Everyone is working so well together. They're all moving around and getting involved in the kills. Jabs has been on point with his rotations, and Ice with the Wyvern is doing so much damage. Really.
This is scary now when they start to force the high ground, when Costabile is still not where he needs to be on this Arc Warden.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Mushi
attack.
just allowed to be as aggressive as he wants with the amount of items he has to back up that Frost Armor. The Urn building him back up.
Dire's bottom tower
And look at the
is
damage
under
already done
attack.
to this tier 3, just 26 minutes in. Mineski threatening the high ground. Mineski will have their
Dire's
Dragon Knight
bottom
back up in
tower
10
has fallen.
seconds. Does have the Elder Dragon form.
That's a tier 3 though. Shrines are now available
They'll
to get
take
siege.
it. Yeah, they'll play it easy, Mineski. They know that they've got such a lead.
Dire's
10k
bottom
gold lead the
shrine is
Shrines.
under attack.
Make that even greater. Roshan's there as well if they wish to go for the taking. No reason to throw anything away here.
Radiant are scanning.
SG's feeling very
Dire's
pressured. They bought a
bottom
gem a couple
shrine
minutes ago
has
and nobody's
fallen.
actually holding it. They've left it on the courier. They want to be able to take out that vision that Mineski has, but losing that gem cost them pretty much the entire game. Completely losing all map control. They're already getting close to that point. Need more time for Arc to catch up. Mushi now committing for solo plays, going onto AA.
I mean, why not? He should get it, and he does. In fact, Costabile could have been in trouble. There will be the backup from the Fosa. But Mushi, I mean, he should be fine. He can't blink out of this. He takes the kill, then jumps and TPs out, getting away. Mushi, I mean, this is when, you know, there's big issues here for SG this game, where your AM is just allowed to waltz up, take the kill on the Arc Warden, despite the fact that there were other members of SG in the surrounding area, and they couldn't do anything to stop him getting away with it.
Mushi Anti-Mage having a incredibly good game. Gonna have Aghanims finished up any moment now too, and I don't know how they kill him when he's got both. When he's got all 3 of these save items, Manta, Lincoln's, Aghanim.
Dire's top shrine is under
The
attack.
Shrine here for Mineski. 28 minutes in, Mushi will have the completed Aghanims and Lincoln Spit.
Dire's
Mushi
top
making it look
shrine
like this is
has
the easiest
fallen.
game of his life, as he is just playing this AM with no faults at all.
He's mine.
Mineski unable to trip him up.
They're feeling desperate now. They grabbed the gem. They have to be like try to get this ward vision out. They have to try to climb back somehow, but it's starting to get to been a disaster territory. Now it's 15k. Gold lead.
They can't even jump him. They really can't. Mushi heading into the Roshan pit, knowing that there's absolutely nothing to worry about that could come in from SG's side here. The freest of Roshans for Mushi. It looks like SG will try and contest it, but this is going to be such a tricky fight for them.
I don't know how they kill this AM. Oh, it's durable already. 2300 life. We saw, you know, he can jump into 3 heroes and kill them by himself.
Maybe
now he's even stronger.
Maybe they could try for a snatch. That really would be about it. They'd have to just get perfect timing. They do have the Ice Blast coming through, but immediately the root from Nana holds to them outside of the pit. Roshan's still alive. Adriana actually going to come out with the BKB. It looks like Mineski didn't leave in the pit. They're going to let the Dire take the Roshan. Aegis is still on the ground, though. Will be picked up, though, by Adriano. They do lose the Batrider. Costabile falling low as well. Adriano trying to turn. The Cold Embrace is there on jabs. Will keep him alive. Mushi turns to finish up the DK, and they will take that Aegis. They do still get an easy team fight victory. That's Adriano. It's a sweet blink. Oh no! Mushi, he blinks up to the high ground. He assumed that Adriano would try and go for the sneaky cliff plate.
He's still dead.
Yeah, gets himself back down. They will clean up the DK as well. I mean, Mineski win the team fight. A little bit weird how they sort of backed off away from Roshan despite how low it was. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day. It
They're
really
too
doesn't.
strong at this
It
point,
really
yeah.
doesn't.
Dire's
As we
middle
saw.
tower
I think we
is
might
under
see
attack.
SG just go for like one more defense and then just tap out of this. I don't think they have anything to deal with the anti-mage.
Was that? I think it just said the AA was involved in 114% of kills. That's incredible. I mean,
My thanks.
that's some crazy maths there.
Part of all their kills, yeah. 0, 4, and 8.
The 114
Dire's
I mean,
bottom barracks are
I guess
under
he's been
attack.
involved in the deaths as well. That adds up. Alright, here we go once
Dire's
again,
middle
down
tower
bottom.
has fallen.
Mineski onto the racks. No Dragon Knight for 25 seconds. SG with just the 4 alive.
Dire's
Pretty
middle
much
do
tower
anything.
is
nothing
under
they
attack.
can do to stop this. Mineski,
Dire's bottom
20k
barracks
gold lead
has
coming
fallen.
up with these racks being taken down.
Dire's bottom barracks.
And
Nah,
this
this one's-
game, I mean,
This one's done. There's
It's-
no way they can. They can't be at this much of a deficit as an arc quarter. Even if he try to farm and catch up, it's impossible for AM.
I mean, that's the thing. The anti-mage pick can be so devastatingly strong in the right situation. We've seen some of the best teams in the world suffer when an AM is picked to the right time against them. It's just impossible to play. Adriana will jump in, gets held back by the Winter's Curse. Ice Blast connects onto Moon. They don't have the lockdown. Moon will be able to walk it off, turns with the chains and the slight, holding the DK back, allowing Ice to beat into him with the Arctic Burn. SG will force Mineski back for the time being. They don't get any kills.
Decent hold at least, but still. That net worth and experience needed. Absolutely enormous. No one ended up dying either. If they get a kill out of that, it's great, but not getting a single one, that's where they don't get any experience, they don't get anything for all this. Dragon form was popped. Nice Tucker and AA unable to get any items, any situations. They're not getting kills. Getting further and further behind.
Never refuse gold.
I mean, surely after you've seen the way that
Dire
Mushi's been
are
playing AM
scanning.
today, you have to consider banning this hero. I mean, do you even take the risk of trying to draft something that can absolutely and entirely dissuade an anti-mage pick, or do you think you do just have to take it away from these guys?
It is definitely looking problematic. Like they're getting, I think the laning setup was just absolutely phenomenal from this game. Giving Mushi
Radiant
everything he
are
needed and putting
scanning.
pressure on the Arc Warden as well. It was really impressive to see. If they can still try to hold, though, they're really desperate. They can't lose another Rax.
Here we go. Mushi.
They break the Lincolns, they break the Aghanims as well. There's another Lincolns.
He's immediately out of mana, has to pop the BKB and retreat. Winter's Curse holding him in place as Costabile's illusion starts to beat down on the DK. He will survive for now, but the jump forward from Moon and the mana void from Mushi finishes them off. Double kill, GG is called, and Mushi AM, Mineski, absolutely perfect performance around that hero pick. And impossible for SG to play this game. As you say, straight off the bat, from the lane, Mineski made the move. I sort of asked the question whether it would have been worth them trying to react, and maybe in hindsight they could have had a better chance if they stopped Mineski getting this